Okie dokie. Let me just do a quick refresh. And let's get going as the Kingdom of Leon. Knocking shit over already. Jesus. I can't win for losing. Alright. Let me just get a drink real quick. And let's get right into it. So we start with 3 settlements. Leon, Salamanca, and Toledo. We've got a princess here. We've got mailed knights here. Just archers and spear militia. And at the capital. Not a whole lot of good shit. But we don't start out with any specific enemies. So I think we're gonna assemble an army under this guy. We definitely need to be able to recruit archers. However, I'm going to be lacking in infantry for a while. So I should probably start with some infantry. And start with land clearance because, of course, population is the most important thing long term. Recruit some more spear militia. We're recruiting knights here. Because spear militia is pretty much all we're going to get. We'll start assembling the army like right here. Send all of these down here. We're just gonna leave at least 1 unit in each town to start out. Each settlement to start out. I'll leave these generals because it's the king in the air, of course. It's organized terribly, but we'll solve that later. It's the first turn down, and this is where things are gonna start getting pretty interesting. It's like, who's gonna declare war on us? Who's going to wanna, you know, be allies early on? Home. Okay, so Seville is a rebel settlement, apparently. So we can next turn take 1 more turn to gather up troops, and then be ready to go. Send our spy down here to check things out. Crossbowmen, levy archers, 2 units of spear militia, 1 unit of javelin men, and 2 units of jinetes. Ooh, that's gonna be a little bit of a doozy.
Your orders, #1.
With this many men.
Your orders.
We've only got 2 units of archers. I'd like to have more archers, but unfortunately I can't really recruit archers from fucking anywhere. Oh well.
Your orders, number one.
We're just gonna have to make do. Unfortunately. Chick, chick, chick. Alright, the Moorish Caliphate wants to treat. Sure, we'll take trade rights. Even though we're gonna invade you soon enough, but I'd like to kind of secure some of these rebel settlements first. Alright, no mercenaries.
We will engage them honorably, my lord. Without question, we shall begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting, my lord.
Alright, we could just siege them out until they surrender, but that would probably give Aragon enough time to capture Valencia. Oh, I got another agent here. Cardinal. Send you down here. We still are waiting on that. I'll recruit one of these. Javelin Cav. They're good for field build. Hey Harrison, how you doing, man? Not too bad. Not too bad. Dealing with all the hysteria revolving around coronavirus here. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, just been chilling pretty much. Let's actually send our spy over here and check out Valencia, since there's nothing more that spy can do for us here. And let attrition do its work for. Where's the beard? I had a terrible shaving accident a while back, about a month ago, where I was trimming it and I accidentally just took a chunk out of it, so I had to shave it all off. And I'm just rocking the cop stash. Alright. So our construction was done in all of our settlements here. That's this public order bonus. We don't really need that right now. Let's get the mines going in the capital to make more money. In Salamanca, we'll go with grain exchange. That's more money. And in Toledo, that's kind of our main recruitment center. Let's go ahead and go with a bowyer so we can start recruiting archers. They're shitty levy archers, but they're archers. And we'll give this like 2 more turns before we assault, because we want these enemy units to take attrition and start dying off without us having to fight them at all. Yeah, how have things been with Arma, man? Oh yeah, it is late night over there, isn't it? Alright, man. Well, thanks for dropping by. Have a good one.
I will hide until morning.
This guy's got knights. So we're gonna have to watch out for that one. Nice. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I'd heard that you went over to Whiskey. Well, that seems like a good enough general. And I can use more generals right now. So in what city? In the capital. So I'm gonna actually send this guy down to Toledo to build another army. 3 more turns until Seville will surrender. I'm kinda just taking it safe right now with that stuff. And that way I'm not going to get overwhelmed too quick. I don't want to lose, half my army here just on one siege. actually try and like position him over here so we can see what Aragon is doing. See if they're gonna try and cross the border down here and come siege this city. So I want to take Seville and then come straight over here and take Valencia. I think that would be the smart thing to do. Otherwise, we're gonna let that construction go. Wow, Aragon's just skipping us over with their diplomat. They're like, we don't want to do diplomacy with you nerds. Skipping right over me and going to Portugal.
Your will. Move out.
Okay, so Aragon and Portugal have an alliance now. So if I take on one of them, I might have to take on the other one. And Portugal has an army over here. Almost a half
Remain vigilant.
size army. Definitely need to start recruiting troops, even if they're crappy troops. I just need to get more troops in the field. More spear militia. They're terrible, but it's better than nothing. And let's recruit a diplomat.
Your Majesty.
And let's also send our princess to talk to the other princess.
Is there something I can do for you, my lord?
Let's try and get trade rights.
You truly have our excellent.
And let's see if they'll give up their maps.
Honest questions bring honest.
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. You have made. Goodbye, lord. It has been a pleasure.
And now I'll send you over
Very well.
this way
Royalty means its rest, my lord.
towards Aragon and try and do some diplomacy stuff with them. Portugal, you better not be trying no shit. Oh, king died. Long live the king. We have a new king. Now we have King Sancho. I just want to kind of discourage this Portuguese general from doing anything.
Noble lord.
And we're gonna start sending this diplomat over towards France.
Hello, your highness. On my way. I shall stop here for the night.
Alright, they'll probably sally out this turn.
Your orders, noble one. Of course, my
I'm gonna just put him right there and be like, yo, you wanna start some shit, buddy? Oh, he could whoop my fucking ass with that many knights, but it's more to discourage him than anything. And archers, that's the big thing. Recruit archers. So stonemasons have to income bonus. We need more troops. That's the big thing. Troops right now. The early game
noble one.
right here is just like troop rush as much as possible. Get armies. Trick is just basically get enough armies to survive the early game. Build up to where people aren't just going to attack you for no reason just because they think you're weak. And then you can start really thinking about shit. Alright, and what all do you have exactly? Alright, those Javelin Cav are going to be kind of a bitch, but we'll be able to handle it.
Await my orders.
Drop the ram. Drop the ladders. Select all my spearmen. Y'all need to basically form a wall and hurry the fuck up.
Units, march.
Okay, they're not on skirmish mode. That's good.
Units, make haste. Units, make haste.
Get them over on the flanks here.
Generals, hold the guard.
Get the general over here. I want to start hitting their lighter troops, like, immediately. Especially since, for some reason, they're deciding to charge into melee already. Okay, they're routing already. Leave them alone. Because I don't want to charge into those spear militia. I want to get behind them. Let their spear militia just do their fucking thing. Now get the crossbowmen, get the crossbowmen. Go after the crossbowmen, come on. Javelin men are, you can do that too, but get the archers. Come on. Get moving.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Get in there. Fucking destroy them. Get there and kill them. Gotta get more of the actual troops in there, and that's kind of a bitch sometimes with Medieval 2's excellent AI. Group the fucking cavalry up here. I should just be able to pick them off.
General flees like the coward he is.
Kill those fucking crossbowmen. They're the worst. They can wreck your shit. There we go. Slaughter them. Yes.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, now get the spear militia as they're trying to rout. Which means that I guess there's... Oh, okay, yeah, the battle is over.
This is a clear.
Lost a little bit more men than I would have liked to, but...
A most honorable victory, my noble lord. God has delivered us this victory.
Woohoo, 2,000 florins! Alright, mines are done in the capital. See if I can speak properly today. So let's go ahead and do land clearance. Salamanca should build logging camp. Toledo's building the drill square. Seville doesn't have any repairs to do. So we'll get them started on being able to recruit. excuse me, recruit well for me. Because we'll grab a couple peasant infantry just to garrison this. Because we're gonna head over and take Valencia. And then try and push up north to Pamplona.
Hello, Your Highness. Very well.
Oh, there's Zaragoza.
Am I after a suit?
Is there something I can do for you? We accept this property. You have further proposals? Honest questions bring...
Boom, more maps.
This concludes our meeting, yes? An order. On my way.
Oh, sweet. Managed to run right into Bordeaux. Alrighty. Looks like that's gonna be pretty much all we can do here. We could start these guys moving on already. I'm gonna go ahead and leave behind that tiny unit of spear militia that's like almost destroyed, because that's how I just restructured them. Head back to Toledo and rearm, regroup, and push on. New mission. Spread the word of the Lord to Andalusia. Well, first, let's spread it in Seville.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright.
Your orders, noble one.
Merge the armies up in Toledo. Give them that turn to be retrained. We're going to concentrate more on naval power once we've secured the peninsula. Like, once the Iberian Peninsula is secure, then we can really think about becoming the naval power, right?
Why not? You have further proposals for us?
Excuse me.
To ask as you did is well magnifique. Très bien.
Magnifique.
We shall speak again.
Wow. France is suffering right now. Alright, Salamanca's ready to construct. And we have plenty of money to do so. So I'll go ahead and build a brothel.
Your orders, noble one. Your Majesty.
What can we get for mercenaries? Yeah, I'll take both of you. Just to bolster the numbers up.
Yes. Make camp, men. We rest here.
Where to, son?
Alright, let's... Oh, it's under siege.
As you wish.
Fuck. Oh, by the Moors. Fug. Eben. Oh. Shit.
Yes?
What is it you wish to discuss? You hold us at another proposition for us, then? We like dealing with those that...
The king!
Another proposition.
Oh.
Happy to listen. This seems quite reasonable. An honor and a
Alright, we're
farewell.
fucking married our princess off to the Prince of England. Hell yeah. Well, we now have a steadfast ally in England. For a while, at least. Alright. We're gonna need more troops. As usual, need more troops.
Your orders, noble one.
How the fuck did Portugal get up there so quick and attack this rebel settlement?
Your orders, noble one.
Well, I think it might
We shall
just
begin
about
at
be
first
time to
light.
take on the Moors.
I am no diplomat, Sadiq. I am but Allah's servant. He said the Sultan does not mind.
This is a hard decision. Like, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have to take somebody on, like an actual faction. We could take on Portugal, since we're kind of in the middle of them. We could take on the Moors and push them off the continent already. Or we could go and attack Aragon. I think Portugal actually would be the best bet right now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and send my boy
We shall continue at first light.
this way. We're gonna,
Campmen,
I guess,
rest
have to hit
here.
Burgos
We shall
first.
continue at first light. Okay? Sorry. I must remain vigilant.
And we're gonna have to send a blocking force, essentially.
Orders. Move out. A good day's march.
So the king will go.
Yes. It is an honor to lead these armies. Your orders, noble one.
He'll get some mercs. And he'll kind of block the road off here, so this guy can't get through here when we declare war. And then we'll take Burgos and then push over to Oporto. And then we'll push south to Lisbon. I mean, it sounds simple, but it'll probably go terribly wrong immediately. That's how these things tend to go. Alright, what does the Caliphate want? Nothing, apparently. We actually lost money for once on that turn. That's because we recruited a bunch of mercenaries. But we need to be spending money. We need to get these castles up and recruiting good soldiers. You know, better troops. And we definitely need to get these cities having a bigger income, right? That's the big thing.
Your orders, noble one. Yes. Make camp, men.
Oh yeah, they got like no garrison there. Sweet. Apparently they took, oh no, they didn't take Nevada. Alright,
Your orders, noble one.
let's get you in that blocking position. Make sure we're not missing a place to be building. Excuse me. And end turn. Hopefully Aragon doesn't declare war on us like immediately after we declare war on Portugal. Because that's a possibility. But, fingers crossed. Yeah, he's loyal, and loyalty is the most important stat for generals. Where do you show up? In the capital? Yep.
Name thy enemy, lord.
If you down here, and I'll just basically move troops to you.
Orders, Your Majesty. My lord. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
Here we go. Now we're looking at some actual decent troops. Some, keyword. Better than nothing. Actually, get spear militia just because we need some semblance of actual infantry. Even if they're just spear militia.
Noble lord. Naturally, my
Start sending you over here.
today's journey ends.
Start running into other factions. Alright, now they got a little bigger army now,
Noble one.
but I don't think that's gonna stop them.
Blessing and yours, we march to battle. Without question, we shall begin the siege.
Alright, so we're at war with Portugal.
My lord. Your orders, noble one.
Actually send you ranging in here a little bit just to see what's up.
Yes. Oh, my lord.
Okay. Not gonna be able to complete that siege this turn, obviously.
Noble one.
And we really don't have that much infantry to be doing assaults with, but what can you do?
Yes.
Alright, next turn. Next turn. Oh, they're sending a bunch of fucking imams into my territory. Lovely. Also, there's an army right there. Lovely. Where did it fucking come from? It just like appeared magically out of nowhere. Okay, Portugal declared war on the Moors.
Your orders, noble one. God will be with us, men. To battle.
It's got 2 units of knights and a general, of course, but not much in the way of archers and infantry. Hey, just like me. Okay.
Be ready to be born for God and kingdom, men. To battle.
Full battle. Alright. I think I'm gonna put my mercenary units on the ladders.
On my order.
So, yes. Put you over here. And take you off the ladders. And put my mercenary spearmen on the other ladders. And now take the other spearmen. Stick them right here.
Units, group together.
Group them up real quick just to
Units, march. Units, march. Units, group
kind of organize these guys a little bit. I hate disorganized armies.
Units.
And my knights ready.
March.
These guys are not really going to be useful in a siege at all, but
Generals, bodyguard.
These guys on this flank, and ready to go. We want to get up there and get these archers off the fucking walls. That's the big thing. Get the archers off the fucking walls. And stop the towers from shooting.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for valor and force of arms.
These guys are kind of more of a distraction than anything. Alright, get up on those walls. I think those macemen will make very short work of
Before our enemy's defenses fall.
these levy archers. And these mercenary spearmen will probably be able to more than hold off these units of spear militia. Enough for me to get my archers up on the wall and in position. And hey, if we get the gate open, that's just a bonus.
The battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Alright, get that ram out of the fucking way. Now, pull back with the rest of the infantry. The gate's open, you've served your purpose. These guys do their fucking work. Okay, they're out of range now. So the big goal here is to take as few casualties to my actual troops as possible. Their infantry up on the walls are getting whooped, and their archers up on the wall are getting whooped. Yeah, those macemen are taking a few hits, but that's nothing. Back to these boys. Yeah, take out the fucking archers.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Speed things up a bit while our macemen just finish off these fucking archers. We want to wipe the units of archers out, too. Like, we don't want them to fucking be able to shoot down from the walls at us, or to get to the town square to be shooting at us. Send those guys up there, they'll be next up on the walls on that side. So yeah, I don't really care too much if I lose all these
It is unwise to
mercenaries,
brave
because they're
the
just
day before
mercenaries,
sunset,
but
our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
We've already killed over half of their army. Just on the walls. I want to basically leave them with just their cavalry left. Alright, get that spear militia up there to help them out. Give them a little break. So fuck it. You know what? Stop those fucking towers from shooting.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls
I
belong
didn't
to
realize
us
that they
now.
still controlled the fucking towers. Alright. Now move these guys over here. And let's bring up a unit of archers up onto the wall. Give the macemen out of the way and give them a fucking break, that's for sure. Get these archers up here on the wall to shoot at the knights and the general's bodyguard. I'd like to clear this side off too, so that we can get archers up on this side, but these guys are dying off really slowly. And these guys actually push in there. Once they're actually pushed in there, they'll take a little bit more of the stress off of the mercenaries. There we go. Get in there, boys.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset.
Finish getting up
but
there.
Our men are winning the battle.
Finish getting
and
up there.
Forging a
Come on.
worthy victory.
What the fuck is shooting you? Can't be these fucking towers. I took them. Yeah. Can they not fucking take towers? There we go. Start killing them cavalry. Apparently they don't want to move in there. So apparently I'm going to have to keep taking tower damage. Which means I'm losing a lot more troops than I'd like to, but... But we're slaughtering those fucking knights. And that's much more important.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Only half? You mean a third? Alright, shoot the general's bodyguard. You got plenty of ammo. Just shoot them all down. Easy fucking peasy. This is how you take out generals in a fucking siege, boys. And they'll just keep running around like fucking chickens with their heads cut off. Whoa, what are you doing? Get these fucking knights ready.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Yeah, these shots aren't going to be as effective as the ones from up on the wall, but they moved further away. Actually, you know what? Get up on this wall. Yeah, they're moving the fuck out of there now. They're like, nope. Fucking, they're like, catch me in the town square, motherfucker. Okie dokie. Will do. Final cavalry charge should sort these dudes out. I mean, I could just position archers here and fucking pelt them to death, but this is quicker.
Excellent! Our men have taken control of the castle.
There we go. Lose a couple knights in here, but
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are
hundo
winning the
percent.
battle and forging a worthy victory.
And we only lost a fifth of our army.
Praise to our
Mostly
Lord.
peasants.
Our
Like other
warlord
mods, the last
Christendom will be awed by the victory
I haven't.
of
I
one
didn't actually see
day.
the Last Kingdom TV show mod. I haven't seen that one. Besides this one, I play Third Age. You know, the Lord of the Rings mod. I really like that one. I just don't have it installed right now. I was thinking about installing it before I played today and streamed today, but I was like, yeah, I kind of put off streaming long enough. But I like Stainless Steel as kind of just like an expanded vanilla campaign. But I do really like the time period of the the Last Kingdom, the late Viking Age, the Great Heathen Army, all that stuff. Yeah, the whole Anglo-Saxon Chronicle and all that stuff. Historically, I really like that stuff, so I might have to check that out. Is it on ModDB? And that's where most of them are. Alright. Can we do any retraining here? So we'll retrain one turn here, leave one of the battered units, and whoop, over to Oporto.
Of course, my lord.
They really don't have many people here. I guess I could just go back up the king and take Oporto and then move south towards Lisbon. And then I really think we're gonna have to bonk the Moors. We're gonna have to give them a taste of the old bonk. They're making me nervous down here. I don't like having nothing but javelin men, but unfortunately, the only real archers I have still are levy archers. We'll see how that goes. Pamplona's still... Yep, Seville finished making a bowyer. Recruit some archers there. Yeah, I know that peasant infantry is useless, but it's at least a little bit of discouragement towards attacking my fucking cities randomly.
We will engage them honorably, my lord. Without question, we shall begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting, my lord.
Alright. Actually, I could probably just go and take Pamplona with this army.
Your orders, noble one.
Who should I leave behind?
Your orders, noble one. Yes.
Yeah,
Orders.
that's what I wanted to do.
Make camp, men.
So it seems like they have the Portuguese
With God's blessing,
pretty well in hand over here in the
to
west.
battle.
Since I'm besieging Oporto, and then they just got Lisbon down here, and we'll have them beat. But I want to take this while it's still a rebel castle, and then start getting ready to fight the Moors. Yes, archers. Need archers. Salamanca. I guess you can build a leather tanner. They're building something in the capital. We definitely need to be building money-making buildings in the capital. Let's do the stonemason's hut just to make a little more money early on here. The big thing right now is, like, even if it ends up, you know, costing us our big economic importance, we gotta be ready to fight the Moors. Which means building up a big army. Couple big armies. So their early game troops, I think, are superior to our early game troops. Later on, we surpass them, definitely, once we start getting further down the tech tree, but... Oh, Pope, fuck you. Fuck you, Pope. You're a dick. Demanding I stop conquering other Christians.
Your orders, noble one. We will engage them honorably, my lord. Without question, we shall begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting. my lord. Your orders,
I guess you
noble
get a
one.
reprieve.
Of course, my lord. Very well then.
Excuse me.
Yes. Onward. Bringing our troops together.
Also, I better actually, like, have my diplomat do his fucking job.
That you would discuss here. We accept this. Another suggestion from your leader for us? Bless you for being open. Magnificent. Until next time.
Magnificent.
On my way. Today's journey ends. Today's journey ends.
Excuse me. Where'd my fucking cardinal go? Need to make sure we're keeping the faith over here, alright? Keep that siege of Pamplona going and whittle their numbers down a little bit. They do have numbers in that city, and I don't like that very much. of course, here it comes.
My lord, the enemy lays siege.
Alright, time to while out on the moors.
This is not good, lord.
Give me cause, profligate.
Siege upon us.
Time for a very, very early Reconquista. That's not very, very early. I'm thinking CK2 timeline for some reason. Yes, I know. Two settlements are besieged. Whoa! Huh.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright. What do I got here?
My sultan wishes you dead.
Not much. What do they got here? A lot.
Infidel.
Your orders, noble one.
Okay, this is gonna
Your
be...
orders, noble one. Yes, we shall continue at first light. God will be with us, men. To battle.
We actually have a pretty good chance of defending that siege because we have archers. And he only has 4 units. This is the one that I need to break. I need to go and break that siege.
Shall continue at first light.
Because the knights are pretty much fucking useless in a siege defense. And we only have 1 unit of archers and 1 unit of javelin men. They're gonna run out of ammo shooting all these dudes. And they brought a siege tower, ladders, and a fucking ram. So we might have to retake that with the king's army.
We will engage them honorably, my lord.
What, babe? I'm streaming, but... Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to see how this one plays out.
Talk is cheap. Come face
This
me.
guy's not gonna really be able to do anything,
Name the
so...
field of battle. We will meet you there.
Can't recruit any more militia there. We can here. It might take him with just these 2 units to just kind of block him, but he's not gonna be able to besiege a city, so...
Your orders, noble one.
To break this siege, and let the Aragonese have it, or send him down here. I mean, it's gonna take him like 3 turns to get back down here anyway, so there's no point. No point at all. I think we'll give them another turn of attrition and then assault it. I mean, yeah, most of what they have is militia, but same with me. And you always want to have far the advantage in a siege.
Orders, noble one.
Alright, let's see how this goes. See if they actually try and assault this turn. I hope they don't. If they don't assault this turn, then we're fucking good. Yeah, they're gonna assault this turn. Lots of archers and spearmen. Well, let's do as much damage as we can.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright. This guy's back here a little bit. Oh yeah, you don't get deployment in a fucking siege, apparently. In a defensive siege, apparently.
Double time. Archers. Run.
They're all right here. Why? Oh my god. Yeah, up here like this. guys aren't taking much damage yet. Have these javelin men ready to pull back so that the men-at-arms can fight the spearmen. Come on, fucking kill some of them, Jesus. There we go. That didn't kill any of them? Are you fucking serious? Are they going around? Okay, apparently they want to fight the men-at-arms. Which is perfectly okay with me. Fucking shoot already. Why are you not shooting? There we go.
Our enemies' ladders have reached our walls. It is time for butcher's work.
Sally out. Fucking buy us some time. Buy us fucking time.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
Just get him off the fucking ram. That's all I need to do.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls. Let courage and skill at arms lead our way.
Get up there, get up there. Alright, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. He bought some time, that's all we fucking needed. And got them off the ram temporarily. Get up here where I fucking told you to go. You fucking idiots. You should be smoking these dudes. You're up on a fucking wall and they're not. I mean, these guys are doing really fucking good at smoking these dudes as they get up here. Fucking smoke these dudes. Or better yet, smoke that fucking tower. So if they don't have the fucking ram or the tower, they can't get in. They have nothing. I don't know if we'll manage to set both of them aflame, but... yeah, these dudes are fucking whooping ass. If they were smart while I'm distracted, they would get back on this fucking ram and bash my fucking gate down, but... yeah, they're starting to suffer a little bit. The less people they can get up on this fucking wall, the better. They're not even, like, using the tower. They're just standing there. If I back these dudes up, are they gonna fucking...
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
I mean, we're fucking killing them. It's just... and actually making some of their units rout. It's just... we just don't have enough men. I just... for shits and giggles, since I'm gonna lose this fucking battle anyways, I wanna see if I back these dudes off this fucking wall, if they're actually gonna use the siege tower. It seems like the siege tower's bugged out. Because having this spear militia unit over there would be a fucking great help. As the men at arms there are starting to feel the fucking pressure. And if you don't get bugged and unable to fucking move, that would be great. Thank you. They're still trying to come up over here, but they're gonna get the business now. Get the fuck up there. Go through the fucking building and get up there. You bastards. Get the fuck up there. There we go. That finally did it. Fucking hell. Get in there. Come on. Come on, spear boys. They're just too crowded. Killing them and killing them and killing them, and they just keep coming. They just keep coming. Alright. To be honest, I didn't think we'd even last this long in this siege. Where am I? What the fuck are my archers even shooting at now? Shoot at these fucking guys. I need you to push in there, spearmen. You need to fucking push forward and relieve these guys. Oh, they're smoked. They're smoked hard.
Only intervention by the Almighty
I
Lord
heard you the
or a
first
military
10 times you said
genius
that.
can bring us victory
Alright.
from this disgrace.
Phew, 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 phew. Archers are actually managing to shoot at something. I don't know what, since the AI seems to be so fucking bugged. Oh well. They're routing? What the hell? Okay, these guys aren't routing though. They're shaking though, so I might be able to get them to route. Turn the speed up since we're kind of watching the same thing happen over and over again. Most of them are routing. Yeah, most of them are trying to get the hell out of here. Okay, but now some of the units that were over by the siege tower are heading this way. So, no break for the fucking spearmen. No break for you, buddy. Wiping out a lot of their archers, though. But the unfortunate side effect, they're wiping out our fucking archers. Can the archers get out of there? Yeah. I mean, they're not going to do a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. You shoot those spear militia that are straight out in front of you. Okay, they've abandoned the ladders. Completely. But there's not much we can do about that siege tower, unfortunately. Well, let's go ahead and get our archers over here. And our javelins over here. Let our spearmen rest. The fuck are the javelin men doing? They're having a fucking time here. Well, if they're just gonna keep not using the siege tower for some reason, then the towers are gonna slowly pick them off, as well as, yeah, archer bros here. Yeah, I thought I had fire at will turned on, but apparently these guys don't like to fire at will. I've got this up going as fast as it will go, but apparently the siege tower bugged out. So all these guys here get the lovely experience of sitting here with me on fast forward while they get slowly slaughtered by the tower, my archers and javelin men. They completely abandoned the ladders, which is kind of funny because they were actually making progress. I only have 2 infantry units. 1 men-at-arms, 1 spear militia. They completely eliminated the men-at-arms down to 11 men who have retreated to the town center and exhausted my spearmen. I guess I should just put them right there where the ladders are, just in case they decide to come back, which I don't think they will, but they've just completely abandoned that and now have resorted only to their bugged out siege tower, which will not, for some reason, go onto the walls. If that wouldn't have bugged out, there was no way I could win this siege. The siege tower as well as the ladders just would have been too much. Would have been too much to handle. But I mean, still, we lost half of our men, and they've lost over half of theirs now. But a lot of that was me doing the suicide charge with the knights at the beginning of the siege to buy some time and to get them to abandon the ram. I lost most of that unit of knights there, mostly because they kind of bugged out and didn't want to retreat back through the gate. Because Medieval 2 siege AI is... siege pathfinding, I should say, is just god-awful. But even if a win is due to a bug or a glitch, I will fucking take it.
Badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
I will definitely fucking take it. And then we'll be able to relieve... This next turn, we'll be able to relieve the siege at at Salamanca, which is only like 4 units that are besieging that town. So it could hold out with what garrison it's got, but the king's army's inbound anyways already. Or are they finally actually going to use the siege tower? Is it actually going to work now? Because these archers are going to get fucking slaughtered if it does. Yep, here it goes. Abandon the walls. Abandon the walls. Abandon the fucking walls.
Battle changes because defeat seems almost certain.
It's pretty certain now. Pretty certain now, but they have lost most of their army, which is the whole point in the first place. The best I expected was them to lose most of their army. Best that I could have expected, at least, was for them to lose most of their army. My archers, oh, they're already routing, fuck. Alright. I was hoping to kind of make a last stand in town square situation go on, but... Oops. But don't think that's going to turn out. So we'll get to make the valiant last stand. Where are they? Are they just sitting on the fucking walls now and these guys are just chilling? They're routing, but they're just chilling. This siege, man, this has been the bug siege. I've had plenty of buggy sieges in Medieval 2 and especially in modded Medieval 2 before. But this one really takes the cake, man. This one's like really something. Well, since they don't want to get off that fucking wall. We can harass the shit out of them and try and goad them. The towers are still going at them too. They haven't captured the tower for some fucking reason. Because this lone spearman is bugged out on it. Oh lordy. Oh, this siege has definitely been the comedy of errors. Like, what the heck? And my javelin men are out of javelins, so we will valiantly sacrifice them to maybe unfuck this a little bit. Your valiant sacrifice will not be forgotten, boys. Oh, they're winning. They're vibrating their way into victory. I mean, this will not last long, but especially with these guys being stuck in the Eterna route. If I bring my general over here, maybe I can get them to rally, but I doubt it. Especially because it's just a captain. Oh shit, they can attack into the tower. You learn something new every day. They can attack into siege towers. That I did not know, but get back on the wall, you're all gonna die. Yeah, that's not doing shit for him. Having the general here. But they refuse to, like, move from that fucking tower. Now, again. If I pull back to the gatehouse. Because if they won't finish the fight, then I'm just gonna have to quit out the battle. And have it be like an auto loss, basically. But if they're just gonna sit there and let the towers slaughter them, well, I mean, I'll take the win. Because I need it. This being my main recruitment settlement at the, you know, since the start of the campaign. I still have that other castle that I took, but it's not as well developed yet, so it can't recruit as good of troops. I don't think I can even recruit knights there yet. Or at least I can recruit like 1 unit of mailed knights every 8 turns or something like that. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, a couple of them are coming back up. These guys won't unroute. Are they actually gonna resume the fight? Or are they gonna let the towers just whittle them down for all of eternity? This dude's having a little fucking happy dance down here. Look at this guy. That's like their captain or something. He's just going nuts. This is so fucking ridiculous. These guys are still broken, apparently. Hey, my archers are unbroken, though. Because they got to the town square. So, let's bring them back. They're exhausted, though. But we kind of need them. They still have ammo. We've killed 71% of their army. My fiance back here just looking at me like, what the fuck is this nerd talking about? Fucking playing video games, what a nerd. Get up on the wall. Get up on the wall. You'll do more damage from up on the wall. Don't waste your ammo. It's a bad angle, though. Should move the... let's take this back down to single speed while I figure out what's going on here. Okay, well, apparently from right here is as good as we're gonna do. That angle is terrible, though. They're just kind of wasting ammo, but... Alright, speed up. You got one unit of archers just fucking chilling out here. It's one of the ones that retreated off the wall earlier. And they're desert cavalry, but if they get down to their desert cavalry, they can't win. Then they're just... Oh, we fucking killed the enemy general. Somehow. I think our archers did. So they're all wavering now, so as they continue to take casualties, they might just go into a full retreat. Thanks, bugs. Thanks, terrible early 2000s pathfinding AI. Woohoo. Well, unfortunately, it's unfortunate this battle has taken so long, but it should be over in a few more minutes because they'll keep taking casualties from the towers, the archers, and then they will hopefully decide to retreat. Because we obviously can't take that cavalry out in the open. We have nothing that could counter it. Well, these guys are back to being fresh. So how about we bring them forward? This is an insurance policy. Even though there's only 11 of them left, they're much better infantry than anything the enemy's got. And we can just watch these guys slowly whittle down to death. They're dying slowly, but look at that pile of bodies out here where I charged out the gates. Oof. A lot of my men, but A lot of their men too. But the important thing, made them abandon the ram. If they would have rammed my gates down, there would be no way that I could have held them at the gate, which is that unit of knights that only had like 5 men left. Are they actually gonna attack this time? Get up on the wall. Alright, they're actually making an effort at it. A last ditch effort. Well, the rest of their army is in mass retreat. My boys are fucking them up here. Stay on the fucking wall, though. Stay on the wall where you have a fucking advantage. Alright, another unit routed. Seems like they got 1 unit left in the siege tower. 2 units left in the siege tower. Archers and spearmen. They're sending their archers up. That's the ridiculous thing. Rather than put their archers outside the walls and just shoot my men to death slowly, they're sending their archers up on the walls to attack. It seems some of them rallied. That's fine. They'll suffer the same thing over and over again until they get the hint. We don't want them here. We're not going to give up the castle that easily. And it's a rocky start to my Reconquista, but what else is a man to do? Oh, they're pouring it on now. Nice.
This is a clear
That's not a and that's not a fucking heroic victory.
men of great virtue and power.
That's not a heroic victory somehow. Oh well. These games used to be really hilarious in what they would and wouldn't consider a heroic victory. Like, it was really, really easy to get a heroic victory in Rome Total War, and then it was like stupid difficult to get one in Medieval sometimes.
Yes, but
Execute. Get out of here. They really gonna try and assault this one with just a fucking ram? I mean, I ain't got shit either, but okay. I think their reinforcements are too far out to actually be part of this battle too, but the thing is, I also just have shit for troops on this one. Alright, so I'm gonna go archers right here, skirmish mode off, javelin men right here, also fire at will on. Oh, you can't take them off the walls, apparently, in deployment phase. Okay. Well, we'll just... These guys we can, though. Or apparently we can't. Oh well. They don't have ladders, so they're not gonna get up on the fucking walls. Shoot that fucking ram. Set it ablaze and they can't even attempt to get into the fucking city. Come on, set it alight. There's a lot of flaming arrows hitting it. I'm not seeing it catch fire. Oh, now the javelin men are getting their shots in. But they can't set it on fire. The important thing is setting the ram on fire. We do that, we win. It's that simple. Yo, these dudes are getting torn the fuck up by the javelin men though. The peasant crossbowmen that are on the ram. Javelin men are giving them the fucking business, boys. Giving them the fucking business. The Moor is weak against the Spanish javelin.
Saints, save us! The enemy are battering down the gates!
Still 0% damage on the fucking ram, though. Actually, I want to keep these guys right on the flanks here so we can kind of box them in as they come in through the gate. Since I'm not a hundo that we're going to be able to take that ram out. Our archers are not doing a very good job of it. And the javelin men are already out of ammo. Yeah, they're not going to do that. So go ahead and shoot the spearmen. Take off flaming ammo and shoot the spearmen. We'll hold them at the gate. Yeah, 2 of the units we have here are peasant infantry. But we'll, like I said, we'll kind of pull them to the side here. Yep. Sorry about the mic. And then we'll just kind of box them in a little bit. Use the spearmen as the anvil and the peasant infantry on the flanks as the hammers. I know trying to apply real tactics to a video game is often like, what are you doing, nerd? But yeah, sometimes it works. It just sucks that the javelin men run out of ammo so quick in a siege. I really think that, like, in any of these games, units that are defending in a range units that are defending in a siege should have like 10 times as much ammo, because you're right there at your point of supply, right? You're in your garrison. You're gonna have more than just the ammo you can carry.
Mother of God! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
Alright, archers, I need you to keep putting in work on these Nubian spearmen. Looks like they're starting to try and shoot into. Oh no, now they're just charging in. Okay. Don't actually use your archers as archers. Send them in as base infantry, apparently. Alright, well, I want them to get packed in there. Wow, their present crossbowmen are already routing. They're routing already.
From such tidings does victory.
Yeah, I knew this siege was going to be a lot easier to defend. Especially, you can kind of hold them in the hot gate here, and yeah, you don't have boiling oil or anything because it's just a wooden walled city, but
enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Now, don't push out of the gate. Oh, God damn it. Oh, bad touch. Y'all should have guard mode on. I kind of fucked up my hammer and anvil in the gate strategy, but at least we still have plenty of infantry in the back up here. It's just I normally like the right click and drag thing to actually like move units, and it doesn't like to let you do that in sieges for some fucking reason. Okay, those spearmen have rallied. Those crossbowmen are backing up. We might have to actually bring those javelin men in and use them as extra numbers to push these guys back. Push them out of the gate. Because they're not wanting to give up so easy. And I can't waste this whole unit of fucking spearmen. Pull them back. Those are like the only real infantry I have right now. And that's, you know, that's not saying much. See, sometimes it'll let me do it. Sometimes it'll let me do the right click and drag to move units in sieges. Sometimes it won't. So, yeah, like, come on, get back here. Pull back. Let them box themselves in. Don't box yourselves in. Because then I can kind of create a kill box right here for the archers to shoot into.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Hold the peasants in reserve. Well, these guys take the brunt of it. Because the peasants are just going to get themselves fucking slaughtered. And then now we'll have the javelin men on the flank. Let's speed it up so they actually, like, do something here.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away, and
Oops.
perhaps our chances of victory
Ah,
with
fuck.
it.
I forgot that the general was in one of the peasant infantry units. Oh, we should still be good. They're still laying down the hate on these units that
God
are
save us. The enemy have the walls.
that are
Look
coming
to
back
our
from
defense,
retreating.
Or all will be lost.
Yeah, hit him from the side.
The general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men. The Lord above is kind. We have captured the enemy's general. That will teach the
General for a general.
run. Now he can rest at our leisure.
Guard mode. Guard mode. I keep forgetting to turn guard mode on everyone. Shoot these guys. Shoot the crossbowmen. Otherwise you're just gonna shoot your own guys. Okay, they're routing. I didn't expect them to route that quick.
The enemy, by the Lord
But this
above,
one was a heroic
our
victory.
foe has been much humbled. Let all
Oh.
remember this day. Remember
Well, that's
it as
two siege defense victories in a row, and I fully went into it expecting to lose the first one. So, execute. We cannot suffer those infidels to live. And now we retaliate. Well, we also siege down Pamplona in the north, which obviously the Aragonese want us to fail that one. You can see them just waiting there like, oh, when's it our turn to besiege the city when the Leonese fail? But we're not going to fail because we're going to starve them out for a while.
Your orders, noble.
Alright, we don't need to relieve Toledo anymore. They are able to cover themselves pretty much.
Yes.
Though, yeah, I can't really.
Yes.
I guess I could bump him up to Salamanca, and then, if all's well by next turn, start having him head towards Toledo. But they're recruiting reinforcements there. I'll recruit some more archers and infantry in Seville.
Noble one.
And I'm gonna have the king. Oh, can recruit some more Andalusian spearmen. I'm just gonna go straight for Cordoba.
Make
Fuck
up,
'em.
men. We rest here.
Cut the head off the snake,
God will be with us, men. To battle.
and maybe force them to rethink what they're doing. Oh, we can build here. Always want to get a bowyer in these castles so I can actually fucking produce archers. Build jousting lists here to get more experience for my knights. Seville's not gonna
Your orders, noble one.
be doing it, but
I wonder what I will cut from you first, infidel.
this guy would need at least 2 more turns to siege this down. So with 2 more units there, so we're safe mostly. Keyword mostly. But if we can just rush Cordoba and then turn east and take Valencia, then we can cut them off from Spain, you know, the Iberian Peninsula in general, and then we can kind of attack them in Africa at our leisure. Now that they're extremely weakened. However, we're still at war with Portugal. Which could bite us on the ass if we're not careful. Which is why I kind of want to cut them off here. A crusade's been called. Lovely. King of Norway has joined the crusade. We're not going to be able to join the crusade this turn, obviously. We're too busy fighting off the Muslims in our home turf.
Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead.
Bedouins and Nubians here.
Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead.
Your orders, noble
Alright, fight me in the field.
one. We will engage them.
Fight me in the field and lose half your army. Like, you're nothing but militia. What are you gonna fucking do? This is gonna be a resounding defeat for them. They're gonna get fucked up. Cause now I have cavalry. Once I have cavalry, it's all over.
Units.
Alright. Let's go ahead and pull this unit back. Just keep them in reserve since they're weakened heavily. Oh, no. I want the spearmen all together, including the mercenaries, to form a line. Rather disorganized line, but... Oop, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay. I've gotten far too used to camera controls from Kenshi and other games, and now I'm like, Alright, I'm gonna put the Hinathis on the right flank. How did you not get in the fucking infantry group? That's what I want to wonder. Put my heavier infantry on the left. And this guy will just back up the right flank here. Now, we just got the one unit of archers. So put him right in the center. Right in back there. Turn off skirmish mode, turn on guard mode. So they don't stupidly pursue enemies. The general right behind them. And let's get this show on the road.
More men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Oh, fuck. They did. The reinforcing army is going to come from way over here. So, what we'll probably do is end up breaking this flank off and turning it kind of defensive here. For now, I'll just have that unit of macemen kind of delay them. Now, time to fuck with them. Spearmen, Bedouin infantry. There, no skirmishers there, so we can fuck with them at our leisure here. Hopefully, take out a good portion of them right where they stand before they can link up with their compatriots. Shoot them. Oh yeah, slaughterhouse. Absolute fucking slaughterhouse. Alright, pull back. Pull back, pull up the hill, pull up the hill. Don't get into fucking melee. What are you doing? Oh, they're out of ammo. Okay.
It is unwise to raise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Alright, they're broken. Now hit these guys in the rear. Oh, fuck, they turned. They turned, but I don't think that they're gonna... Yeah, they're getting fucked up. Alright, we're gonna turn these guys.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense resolve.
That desert dog. Oof. You tell these guys do not like each other very much. Alright, charge them in the rear. Charge them in the rear, infantry blob.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Kill them. Run them down. Cavalry, that's your job.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Bring them all over here to get them in position. Alright, get formed up. Oh, the reinforcements boogied out. They're like, no, fuck that. Yeah, I think their reinforcements decided to say, fuck this. So,
The enemy flees the battle.
So we're gonna kill as many of them as we can while they're fleeing. So that's less of them we have to fight later. Oh, those ones fled right into my army. Okay. Not gonna catch any of those. So.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won.
Well, we've fully eliminated at least one of the armies.
No! This day is ours. The enemy are beaten. Your will. Yes, my lord. This is where we shall beat the enemy. The day is ours. The enemy are beaten. Yes. Closing for battle. Men, bring out people of honor.
Alright, we've defeated this army, and then we're right at the steps of Cordoba. And we can siege them down.
Units, await my orders.
Very similar deployment this time. Weakened units in reserve. Our skirmisher cavalry got kind of fucked up, but that's okay. Form a big line. General behind. Further behind. Archers in there. Everybody is on guard mode. Except for the cavalry. Start the battle. They don't want to come engage me. Well, that's fine. Oops. Damn it. Keep hitting the wrong button. I guess we'll have to just bring the army to you. Oh, except for you. You stay back. Because you only have 28 men in your unit instead of 130 or 150. Oh, no, archers back here. Back here. Get that fucking javelin cav out of my way. They're wavering already. Holy shit. No, they're routing. Shoot the other guys. I don't give a shit about their cavalry because they're useless in a siege, and that's what we're coming up on. Read siege. These guys are wavering already. Charge in there. Charge in there, cavalry. Charge in there. Perfect. They're routing too. You know, as much as I was calling the Javelin Cav useless earlier, they've kind of been saving my ass. Like, the last couple battles, they've actually come in quite useful. This is the old tactic of make a box and then fold it in. Why did you decide to do that? Just to run off and do your own fucking thing?
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Alright, now, y'all, get in there. Y'all, get in there. Crush them. Blob them and crush them. See, now look at the situation you got yourselves in. Now you got their cavalry chasing you because you decided to run off on your own like fucking idiots.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, and they're surrounded and fighting to the death. Completely getting fucking bodied. It's not too often you see such a lovely encirclement. That just warms the cockles of my heart. Let the javelin cav take these guys out. So they're already shaken, they should break pretty quick. Should, keyword. Because I'm not going to need my Jav Cav in the siege of Cordova. That's just...
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory.
Alright, let him get into melee. Just get into fucking melee already. There we go. Just get into melee so I can surround these guys, take them out, and start the siege. With them quite weakened. And with pretty much all their field armies that are of any significant size taken out of the equation, considering they failed so spectacularly with both of those sieges, we should easily be safe to starve them out of Cordova for at least half of the surrender term and just to attrit them down really hard and make the battle easier for us. I'm big on sacrificing as few of my men as possible. I know, what kind of general cares about the lives of his men?
This is a clear
What kind of war leader actively tries to, you know, not attrit himself? And if they do sally out, well, we'll see.
Send them to hell or worse. March! Sooner or later, they will relent, my lord.
Relations worsened.
Wars then, my lord.
Well, of course. I'm besieging their fucking capital. Of course, our relations are not going to be so good. Well, they did attack me, though. They kind of got it coming. Get what deserve. Alright, I'm going to retrain some of these units here at Toledo. Which one of you has a higher command? This guy. And he has Dread. Dread is always good. I'm going to send him with some infantry to pick up this army. How we doing up here? 6 turns left. Let him sit and stew. Let him eat that attrition. Because I'm not going to go on the crusade until, you know, the threat of the Moors is at least off of the peninsula. Right? It would be silly for me to pack up an army on some boats and send them all the way to Egypt when I've got the Muslims on my doorstep here. Oh, you want a peace treaty now? Alright, we're gonna get a field battle out of this, which is actually more to my liking, right? I hate doing siege assaults. And this is all fucking infantry, or, militia infantry. And this is all militia infantry. I wish we would have brought more archers. However, if I'm smart about it, I can use my general and the javelin cav to really wreak some fucking havoc on them.
Kill them all, men!
Alright. Start our deployment.
Await my orders.
We've got a hill. That's good. Protect my hill. But this time, the general's gonna be a little more actively involved. Because I want to take out the army that's in front of us as soon as possible, as quick as possible, so I can kind of mog the, mog everybody else in. Alright.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Yeah, that army that's coming in from over here is going to be the big one. So, we want to try and deal with these boys as quick as possible.
Go, go, go! General Spoiler! General Spoiler!
You know, we should be able to flank and spank these guys. Three units of spear militia. Just get them distracted with one unit, hit them in the rear with the other one. Get into melee, get into melee. Yeah, there we go. Take their cavalry out of the equation, because they want to be stupid.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Move, 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 move. Get moving. There we go. Did everything just freeze and crash? Yep. Catastrophic freeze. F in the chat for my fucking game. Because I didn't save. Oh well. Next time, I guess I will try to get back off camera to where I was at there and get back to what we were doing. Try and replicate the situation we were in as much as possible and get back to what we were doing. So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you later.